I'm going to show you how you should maintain your wavy wigs in this tutorial. How I took this wig from this to this, which you see right here. If you want to see how I did it, please keep on watching this video. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe before we get right into the video. The first step you should do is to wash the hair. Before you wash the wig, I advise you brush through it to detangle it, and then next get water on the hair to get it wet, and then apply your shampoo all over the wig, the interior part of the wig cap and the rest of the hair, and use your hands to massage the product, that's the shampoo, all over the wig. And after you've applied the massage the shampoo all over the hair, put more water in there to allow the shampoo to lather so you can bring out the dirt that are trapped inside of the wig. So be very gentle, use your hands, massage the shampoo all over the hair from the tip all the way to the top of the hair. Get the hair wet and keep on massaging the hair so that all the soap can get in there and just take out the dirt. And I just poured water down to rinse out the first dirt from the wig. So you notice that the water is a bit brown. So I'm going to keep on using my hands to massage the wig so that the dirt can come out of the wig. And you want to do this process a couple of times. Maybe just if the wig is still very soapy, all you just need to do is just massage your hands all over the wig, and then pour water in there to just take out the dirt. Put more water in there to try and get more of the dirt that is trapped in the wig out of the wig, and then just keep on rinsing the wig. And when you feel like the water coming out is pretty clean, then you can then proceed to the next step, which is going to be applying your conditioner to the wig. So I'm using this olive conditioner right here. In the last video I uploaded, I told you guys that I now use large size products, and I'm also going to apply this keratin treatment, and it's the keratin treatment, the milk keratin treatment. I mix my conditioner and the keratin treatment together. You can choose to first apply the conditioner and then apply the keratin treatment. I get this question a whole lot. In my videos, I always show that I do not wash out the conditioner before I apply the keratin treatment. I put both products together. But I still see people asking questions. The way I show you things in the videos is exactly how I do it. I don't rinse out the conditioner before I apply any treatment. While the conditioner is still on the hair, I proceed to apply the hair treatments to it. There are lots of hair treatments that are available in the market. You can choose to use a wide range of hair treatments, but for me, I just use just one keratin treatment for this particular tutorial. And I'm also going to add castor oil to the hair. What castor oil does for you is it strengthens the strands of your hair. It adds moisture to the hair, because most times when we wear wigs, most people that wear wigs, what I've noticed is that lots of people do not know how to maintain these wigs, or even how to care for this wig, or realize that this wig is actually not, it's not a house. Your wig it was cut from somebody's head, so it requires maintenance. If your hairstylist styles your wig for you to be a particular way, let's say the hairstylist, you bought a fringe wig from the hairstylist, and when she showed you a sample of the wig she made for you, it looked like a perfect fringe. When you receive it, it might not look as perfect as it was before. You might just need to use your hair tool and just put the bangs back in place. But let me just get back to the video. So after the whole treatment thing, I heated the hair up in a microwave, and the reason why I use heat is just because I want the cuticles of the hair to open and absorb all of the products that I put in there. Then after the hair has been heated up for about 2 to 3 minutes, I then proceed to rinse off the hair and then air dry the hair, and then I'll go to the next step of styling the hair. So if you're going to be somebody that wears wigs, please try as much as possible to realize that there are certain things that you should know, such as having hair straighteners. There are certain things you should have. There are certain things you should know about wigs. You can't be somebody that's been wearing wigs for over, let's say, 6 years, 20 years, and you don't even know that your wigs require maintenance, because you just end up stressing the person that you're buying hair from. And there are certain things that are like, you should know. I think I'm going to make a video about things you should know if you're somebody who wears wigs, because sometimes when you get complaints from clients and you see exactly what they're complaining about, you just realize that it's really there's a knowledge gap here. And if you're somebody that has been talking and talking and talking, you might just get tired of talking. So Yeah, so what I'm doing right now is just sectioning off the up part of this wig, and after I've sectioned off the up part of the wig, what I'm going to do is to apply my Moroccan argan oil serum to the hair at the bottom part of this wig. And after I've applied that serum all over the hair, I'm also going to take my heat protectant spray and spray all over the hair before I then proceed to start styling the hair. And take note, by styling the hair, what I'm doing is to coil the hair with my coiling wand. And the coiling wand I'm using is pretty small. It's like a 25mm coiling wand. So I take one small section of the hair and I start to coil the hair. And just watch and see the process in which I use in coiling the hair. There's no one particular method that I would say that, oh, you have to use. From the way I coil my hair might not be the same way somebody else coils their hair. Just find a method that works for you and stick to it. For me, I'm coiling the hair in the upward direction. Some people choose to coil their hair in the downward direction, but I'm coiling this particular wig right here in the upward direction. And I'm going to keep on taking small sections of the hair and coil it. And after the hair has taken the heat after I've coiled it for I've coiled it up for about 1 minute. I'm going to take off the coiling wand and then pin the coils up there. The reason why I pin the coils is just to ensure that the coils last long. So right now I'm going to pin this coil that I just took out the coiling one from. I'm going to pin it up there and then continue with the process of coiling the rest of the hair. If you're watching this video and you haven't purchased my ebook, How to Start Your Hair Business ebook, Hair Extensions and How to Test Quality ebook, please kindly support me by purchasing these ebooks. If you have questions relating to hair extension, the hair business, you should be reading these ebooks and not expecting me to respond to your questions in the comment section, for Christ's sakes. Read the ebooks and your questions are answered in it. I would not spend months writing these ebooks and then later on I'll have somebody trying to ask me questions. Meanwhile, the person hasn't even given me a dime. The person may have given YouTube money by watching a video. No problem. But don't be feeling like because you watch my video, I'm entitled to respond to your questions. I'm not. I do not owe you that. I've given you free content on YouTube because, man, how do I say this? YouTube pay is not amazing. If it was like some years ago, it's no longer amazing in recent times. So please, if you want responses to your questions, yeah, in the book. But if you feel like you want me to respond to you, I have a private community on Telegram, which is going to be open from ending of this year to next year, where you can have direct access to me and ask any question. You can ask away and I'll respond to you. But right here on YouTube, I used to be very gracious before and respond to almost all questions. But right now, like I can't do it anymore because there are lots of people that they really over push the boundaries. They really overdo it. So yeah. Anyways, guys, so I kept on coiling the hair, and then when I got towards the closure area, I kept coiling it. But I'm going to show you more of how I got to flatten the hair around the closure area when I'm working on the other side of the wig right there. Yeah. So if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to our channel, please kindly click on the subscribe button right below and also turn on the post notification bell right beside the subscribe button so you don't miss future uploads from our YouTube channel. And also don't forget, join our private Telegram community because I feel like that's actually where the real community is going to be, because on YouTube you don't know who is watching you. Most of the people watching you may not care about you. They just watch the content to benefit what they're going to benefit from it. They don't engage with it, and then you probably just see them making nasty comments in the comment section. But there are people who are very positive and who leave positive comments and all. But I feel like the real community is probably going to be like what I'm building on Telegram. It's not for plenty people. Even if it's just 10 people that are there, 20 people that are there, I'm fine with that. But that community, I'm going to be creating content that they ask for. First, I'm going to put out content that I feel like, okay, yeah, this is general knowledge that they would definitely need. And then subsequently, they make requests and then I create the content based on the request that they have made. Yeah, so that's what the future holds for the channel. is it the channel or the telegram rather, the private community. So I just kept on coiling the hair. You notice that I kind of straightened the hair using the coiling wand. I straightened the hair around the closure area like in small sections before I then proceeded to just start coiling it generally. Then after coiling the hair and letting the stay on the hair for a few seconds, I pin the coils up there, and this is what the hair looks like after coiling it. I let the pin stay on the hair for one whole day because my client needed the wig urgently. So the following day I started taking out the pins from the wig, and you just see how I do it. For the coils on the left side, I ensure that the coils go in move in a right direction, and for the coils on the left side, I ensure that the coils are facing the left side is facing the right side, and the right side is facing the left side. You see, like the left, the coils are going in the right direction, and on the right, the coils are going in the left direction. So they just sort of meet each other beautifully in the middle. Yeah. So I'm going to keep on taking out the pins. And as I take out the pins, I sort of arrange the hair to go in the direction I want it to go. And I'm going to keep on doing that until I get to the very top of this wig. So guys, do not forget, if you haven't shopped my ebooks, they are available on my website. How to start your hair business ebook, hair extensions, and how to test its quality. Just click the link in the description box to access these ebooks. They are very affordable, just 5,000 naira, 7,000 naira. How much is 5,000 naira now? $3. 7,000 naira, probably like, let's say $4 thereabouts. Like, these ebooks are very, very cheap. So I sprayed my heat protectant spray on the hair around the closure area, and I'm using my hot comb now to flatten the hair around the closure area, because after coiling the entire hair and taking down the pins from the coils, you notice that of course you have to style the closure area, else it wouldn't look as nice as it should. So I'm just trying to ensure that I get the middle parts to be as clean, and just comb the hair in place to go in a particular to flow in a particular manner that I want it to. So I'm just combing through the hair, and then after combing through the hair, what I'm going to do next is to apply my hair wax to lay any flyaway hairs that are there down, and then I'm going to use my hot coiling one sort of flatten the lace, because this particular wig is made with HT lace. So some of the strands are that HT lace, it sort of comes up, so I want the lace to sort of lay flat. That's the reason why I'm using that coiling one. I use the coiling one on the front part, but later on I'm going to use a hairband to flatten the lace a bit more. So what I'm doing now is just using that coiling wand to flatten the hair all around the closure area, from the left side to the back side to the right side. Just ensure that the hair around the closure area is completely flat, because this particular closure right here, the hair on it is a whole lot, so it's very prone to being very puffy. So there are clients that like their closure areas being very puffy. Some clients like the hair around the closure area to just lay very, very flat. So depending on how you like your wigs to be, if you want it to be puffy, then you don't need to flatten it so much. But if you like it to be very flat, then you need to take out the time to use your hot comb to flatten your hair around the closure area really well. So what I just did now is to put that hairband around the front of the wig area. That's where the HC lace closure is, because I want the lace to lay really flat. Because the thing with HC lace, it sort of has this sort of wiry thing that tends to come out at the front part. That's the reason why I use that headband rather, to sort of flatten that front part of the lace. So what I'm doing now is just to comb the rest of the hair that's on the up part of the wig, so that it looks really nice and it flows smoothly without having any roughness or bumps to it. So that's why I'm just combing it to ensure that it's really beautiful and looks flawless. So guys, what do you think? How did this hair turn out? Do you like how it ended up looking from how we started to how it looks right now? Let me know in the comment section what you think about the turnout of this wig. What I'm going to do now is just quickly pack this wig and then send it off to my clients immediately. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting, for liking the videos, for sharing the videos. I appreciate all of you who genuinely support me. I appreciate all of you who you just like what I do here on YouTube. I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. Remember, be bold, have courage, be positive, love, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, love.